Ever felt the urge to dish out some sweet, sweet revenge? Well, anime has you covered. From cold-blooded master plans to explosive payback, these stories deliver justice in the most savage and satisfying ways. Buckle up, because we're diving into anime where the villains get exactly what they deserve. This story follows two ninja clans, the Iga and the Kuga, locked in a centuries-old blood feud. When a peace treaty is broken and a new war erupts, each side selects 10 elite warriors to fight to the death, including two lovers, Genosuke and Oboro, who are torn apart by loyalty and revenge. The brutality here isn't random, it's ancestral. Every kill is laced with generations of hatred, betrayal, and pain. As the bodies fall, revenge consumes both sides until love, honor, and reason are all but erased. What makes this anime so satisfying? It's Shakespearean revenge on steroids. The betrayals are gut-wrenching, the deaths are tragic, and yet every moment feels inevitable. Watching enemies fall in a war built on revenge and love crushed beneath legacy is powerful, poetic, and unforgettable. When revenge becomes destiny, no one escapes. And in Basilisk, no one is spared. This story follows Angelo Lagusa, a boy who watched the Mafia brutally slaughter his entire family. Years later, under the alias Avilio Bruno, he returns to the Prohibition-era city of Lawless with one goal: destroy the Venetti crime family from the inside. But this isn't a loud, explosive revenge tale. It's subtle, patient. Angelo earns trust, manipulates alliances, and slowly dismantles the family piece by piece, never losing sight of the goal, even as it consumes him. What makes this story unforgettable is its emotional depth. Angelo doesn't just take revenge, he becomes it. His journey is cold, calculated, and deeply tragic. You watch as he loses his humanity, step by step, and yet it all feels justified. 91 Days isn't about surviving the past. It's about dragging everyone who wronged you into the grave you never got to rest in. This story follows Naofumi Iwatani, a kind and hopeful young man who's summoned to a fantasy world as the legendary shield hero. But within days, he's betrayed, falsely accused, and humiliated, becoming the most hated person in the kingdom. Stripped of his reputation and support, Naofumi hardens. He doesn't seek pity, he wants justice. From nothing, he rebuilds himself, becomes stronger, smarter, and more dangerous. Every victory against those who ridiculed him feels like a punch back at the system that broke him. What makes his revenge satisfying? He never forgets. Every enemy who shamed him, every noble who sneered, every false friend, he makes them regret it. Slowly, power shifts, and Naofumi stands tall, not just as a hero, but as a man who turned pain into purpose. This isn't just about clearing his name, it's about proving that no one can keep him down. This story follows Roberta, a former guerrilla fighter known as the Bloodhound of Florencia, now serving as a loyal maid to the Lovelace family. But when her beloved master is assassinated in a political hit, something inside her snaps. She returns to the lawless city of Rowanapur, armed, armored, and hell-bent on revenge. This isn't just a hit list, it's a full-blown war. Roberta hunts down those responsible with merciless precision, spiraling into madness as her humanity burns away. Her wrath consumes criminal soldiers and even allies who dare stand in her path. What makes this revenge arc hit so hard? It's the raw intensity. Every bullet is grief, every explosion a cry of loss. You feel her pain in every kill, and yet you can't look away. In a city built on blood, Roberta becomes a myth, where love becomes war and revenge becomes legend. This story follows Dracula, once a peaceful, wise ruler who fell in love with a human woman, Lisa. When the church burns her at the stake for witchcraft, his grief becomes apocalyptic. Dracula gives humanity a year to atone, and when they don't, he unleashes hell itself. His revenge is relentless. Cities fall, the skies darken, demons consume the earth, and yet behind it all is a man broken by love. a villain you understand, even as he becomes unstoppable. What makes this story unforgettable is its emotional weight. Dracula doesn't just seek revenge, he becomes it. His war is one of sorrow, not just rage. Watching him fall deeper into darkness makes every act of destruction feel justified and tragic. In Castlevania, revenge isn't just bloody, it's operatic. A firestorm of grief, power, and pain that you'll feel long after the screen fades to black. This story follows Ash Lynx, a brilliant gang leader shaped by an unspeakable past. Abuse, exploitation, and betrayal at the hands of powerful men. When a mysterious phrase, banana fish, resurfaces and ties directly to the trauma he endured, Ash sets out on a mission of vengeance. But this isn't just a gangster story. It's a war for truth, justice, and the souls of those society abandoned. Ash fights the system from the inside, bringing down a criminal empire one calculated step at a time. What makes his revenge satisfying is its emotional complexity. Ash isn't just taking out villains, he's reclaiming his identity, protecting those who were exploited like him, and refusing to be anyone's puppet again. Every bullet, every betrayal, every broken heart adds weight to a revenge story that's as beautiful as it is brutal. This story follows Hyakimaru, a child born without limbs, eyes, ears, or even skin, because his father made a pact with demons, offering his son's body in exchange for power. Left to die, Hyakimaru survives, and when he grows up, he begins hunting down the demons to reclaim each piece of himself. But his revenge doesn't stop with the supernatural. It leads him straight back to his father, the man who sacrificed him for ambition. With every demon slain, Hyakimaru grows stronger, and his humanity slowly returns. What makes this story so deeply satisfying? It's personal, visceral, earned. You don't just watch him get stronger, you feel the cost of every step he takes toward vengeance. And when he finally faces the man who gave him away, the emotional payoff is massive. This isn't just about reclaiming a body, it's about reclaiming a soul that was stolen before it even had a chance to live. This story follows Dr. Kenzo Tenma, a gifted neurosurgeon who makes a life-changing decision. He saves a young boy instead of a high-profile politician. That boy grows up to become Johann Liebert, a cold-blooded killer who leaves a trail of bodies across Europe. When Tenma realizes what he's unleashed, he takes up a different kind of scalpel, one of morality, obsession, and guilt. He hunts Johann not just to stop him, but to correct the sin he believes he committed by letting him live. But this isn't revenge in the traditional sense. It's deeper. It's a man driven to the edge by the weight of his choices. Tenma doesn't want to kill Johann out of hatred. He wants to reclaim his humanity by ending the monster he gave life to. Revenge here is psychological warfare. Slow, haunting, and utterly unforgettable. This story follows Thorfinn, a young Viking warrior who watches his father, an honorable and peaceful man, killed before his eyes by a cunning mercenary named Askeladd. Rather than seek immediate revenge, Thorfinn joins Askeladd's band, enduring years of hardship, waiting for the moment to kill him in a fair duel. But this isn't a simple story of justice. It's a brutal journey of obsession, identity, and awakening. As Thorfinn grows, his hatred twists him into something unrecognizable. He becomes a killer, not a warrior. What makes this revenge arc so powerful is how it deconstructs vengeance itself. When Thorfinn finally gets what he wants, it doesn't heal him. And that's the point. Vinland Saga doesn't just show you how sweet revenge can feel, it shows you how empty it can be. And in doing so, it delivers one of the most satisfying emotional gut punches in anime. This story follows Lelouch v. Britannia, an exiled prince living in a conquered Japan, stripped of power and family. But when he gains the mysterious power of Geass, the ability to control minds, he launches an all-out rebellion under the alias Zero, not just to overthrow the Britannian Empire, but to destroy it from within. Lelouch's revenge is operatic. It's not fueled by petty rage. It's strategic, grand, and deeply personal. He wages psychological war against the world's greatest superpower, manipulating empires, sacrificing friends, and carrying the weight of every life lost along the way. What makes this story so soul-shakingly satisfying? He wins by losing everything. His final act of revenge becomes an act of redemption, a masterstroke that brings peace to the world even as it dooms him. Code Geass isn't just a revenge story, it's a revolution written in blood, brilliance, and the unbearable cost of justice. There you have it, 10 anime where revenge doesn't just feel good, it feels earned. Did we miss one that deserves a spot? Drop your thoughts below. We read every single one. If you enjoyed the ride, hit subscribe and stay locked in for more anime that actually hits different. See you next time, only on Anime Dungeon.